Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. From its sweeping vistas to its moral depth, Kingdom of Heaven begins in 2005 under Ridley Scott's direction, adapted from William Monahan's script about the Third Crusade. Now let's look a bit deeper about the key character arc itself. Orlando Bloom stars as Balian of Ibelin, a blacksmith thrust into defending Jerusalem. Initially grief-stricken and aimless, Balian's arc unfolds through scenes that define him: his wife's funeral, the brutal beating of a corrupt priest, and most powerfully, the moment he kneels before King Baldwin IV, played by Edward Norton. When Baldwin gives him his own armor and calls him to become a leader of conscience, Balian shapes the sword-wielding survivor to a moral shield for an entire city. His core revelation comes from King Baldwin IV, who strips away titles and power, urging Balian to lead by what you have within. Now, this call anchors his transformation. Each act of compassion, refusing to kill Saladin's men, defending innocent civilians, feels earned and not scripted. Orlando Bloom imbues Balian with humility, regret, and rising conviction, making his final stand at Jerusalem's gates emotionally compelling. King Baldwin IV, portrayed with a quiet strength by Edward Norton, is more than a noble motion. It's a beacon of moral authority. His seriousness, virality, and vision for justice serve as Balian's compass, and his fatal illness underscores the fragility of ethical leadership. In contrast, Guy de Lusignan, the power-hungry antagonist, charts a path of arrogance and religious zealotry. Each betrayal and breakdown is cathartic, highlighting the cause of fanaticism. Saladin, played with regal restraint, embodies a disciplined mercy. His parley with Balians isn't just dramatic, it humanizes the other and reinforces the film's central triumph: empathy as power. Now, these are layered arcs: Balian's redemptive rise, Baldwin's principal legacy, Guy's self-destructive ambition, and Saladin's honorable restraint. Those things give Kingdom of Heaven its moral tension, captivating audiences with integrity and its greatest spectacle. Now, one also can't forget about Sibylla, portrayed by Evergreen, is more than just a romantic counterpart to Balian. She is a conflicted royal, a mother, and a sister caught in the crushing weight of dynasty politics and personal tragedy. At first, Sibylla is introduced as a mysterious, emotionally reserved noblewoman. Her initial attraction to Balian seems romantic, but as the story unfolds, it's clear her actions are driven by despair, not desire alone. Trapped in a political marriage by Guy de Lusignan, a man she does not love and increasingly fears, her inner conflicts builds. Her arc deepens dramatically in the director's cut, where we see full weight of her suffering. The most heartbreaking moment, often praised by fans for its emotional force, is when Sibylla chooses to end her life and her leprosy-stricken son rather than allow him to inherit the crown and suffer as Baldwin IV did. Now, this silent, devastating decision is never explained in dialogue. Instead, Evergreen's eyes carry the scene. The grief, the guilt, and the resignation to political duty are all written in her face. It is one of the film's most painful and haunting moments. Sibylla ultimately walks away from power, which contrasts starkly with the male characters battling for it. While Balian fights for Jerusalem's survival, Sibylla sacrifices legacy for compassion. Her character doesn't wield a sword, but she quietly tears down the corrupt foundation her family rebuilt. Now, this nuanced portrayal makes her one of Ridley Scott's most underappreciated yet emotionally essential characters. Sibylla doesn't just support Balian's journey. Her presence represents the cause of kingdom building, particularly for women silenced by courtly duty and male ambition. Her choices challenge the audience to ask, what does it truly mean to lead, and at what personal cost? The key scenes that remains in the heart is Balian's silent parley with Saladin, no words, only mutual respect, as swords remain sheathed. Then comes The Siege, where dirt, thunder, and human drama collide. That's where Kingdom of Heaven lands its emotional punch. A large-scale war fused seamlessly with human resilience. Scott's direction stays epic yet intimate. Cinematographer John Mathinson's frame are like an artwork on canvas. Desert light spills over sweeping shores, Jerusalem's stone walls feel monumental and fragile. The art direction, filmed on location in Morocco and Spain, brings authenticity and grandeur. Vibrant markets, austere castles, detailed crusader armor. Furthermore, the score by Harry Gregson Williams combines the choral majesty and the haunting Vicomnium over Baldwin's funeral, a sequence that hits you in the chest because it's mournful and beautiful all at once. The theatrical release drew mixed reviews. Critics praised its visuals but felt Bloom lacked gravitas, and audiences found the story a bit choppy. It grossed about 280 million worldwide, respectable but subdued for a film with a 130 million budget. But when the director's cut arrived in 2006, restoring 45 minutes of footage and richer character motivations, critics and fans reconsidered, calling it definitive. Now, fast forward to May 2025, and here we are at the 20th anniversary 4K steelbook release, an edition already sold out online. Now, collectors snapped it fast, partly because the artwork is stunning. The front shows King Baldwin's silver mask in raised embossing, with Balian's sword detailed on the back. Open it, and the internal arts actually spread of a dramatic war scene featuring Orlando Bloom's Balian, one of the film's most stirring imagery. Now, this limited edition steelbook includes a 3-disc set, the director cut, the roadshow version with overture and intermission, and a bonus Blu-ray loaded with over 8 hours of extras. Notably, the 4K disc itself features a Ridley Scott introduction in 4K, roadshow commentary by Bloom, Scott, and Monahan, additional director and technical commentaries, and an engineer guide. A full bonus disc also packs with the Path to Redemption documentary, sound design breakdown, the VFX insights, press walkthroughs and deleted scenes, and Bloom's featurettes. The 4K UHD presentation is masterfully done with fully restored sources with Dolby Vision HDR and Atmos sound. Now that enhances the experience. Dust dances in sunlight, chants, echoes, swords, clang, and resonant depth adds a wow effect to the entire movie. Now the edition isn't just a transfer, it's immersive. Critically, the director's cut addresses earlier flaws. For example, the Valiant's character becomes more coherent, supporting roles like Eva Green's Sibylla's gain emotional depth, and the film's political tension builds steadily. Yes, Boom still faces criticism of lighter presence compared to Edward Norton, but the added runtime gives him room to grow into a leader, especially in moments like defending Jerusalem or looking Saladin in the eye. Today, Kingdom of Heaven resonates with new relevance. Its themes, religious tolerance, moral leadership, and resistance to fanaticism are more vital than ever. Balian's final decision to give Saladin mercy and let people live or live freely speaks powerfully in an age of ideological polarization. Now, this collector's steelbook is more than a premium package. It's a statement sold out online with no immediate restock news so far, so it joins the ranks of rare, meaningful editions. Now, if you value high-end home cinema, narrative scope, moral depth, and cinematic craftsmanship, now this 4K set is a treasure. It delivers the full Ridley Scott epic experience, the visuals, the voices, the politics, with clarity and elegance that demand to be witnessed in your home theater. Now, this movie is a must-watch.